them. Phil's Gang has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. You don't need to be a seasoned investor to benefit from the Phil's Gang platform, no matter what level of investor you are. Phil's Gang strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action, avoid market pitfalls, and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. These are volatile times in the stock market.
Market's up 200, then it's up 800, it's up 700.
How do you get the facts when investing?
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. If you're confused about the stock market, get unconfused. Go to my site, philsgang.com, and listen to my radio show every weekday at 3 Eastern. What is the market going to do? We know exactly what the market's going to do.
Phil's got the answers at philsgang.com.
There's no need for you to be losing money.
Check it out. philsgang.com. When the stock market is up one day and down the next, you need experienced advice from a pro.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. I know you're sitting there watching the stock market. You're going, what? Is this nuts? Market goes up 700 points. Next day it goes up 800 points. Then the market goes back down. Then it goes back up. What that is volatility.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently?
But you got to anticipate what's going to happen with the market. And that's what we give you. Information so you can anticipate in advance what the market's going to do, so you know what stocks to buy, you know what stocks to short. It's all about having good information and anticipation. You got to anticipate. The one thing you can't do is rely on your brokers. Listen.
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
What are you, nuts? Partners and shareholders? You're not included.
Check out the free 10-day trial and follow Phil to investing success. Learn more at philsgang.com. philsgang.com. The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
So I think the market has it right here. I think the June is going to be a bottom, and I think the second half of the year is going to be quite good.
That's a lot of nuts.
Boy, that is a lot of nuts. Hi, welcome to Phil's Gang, coast to coast around the country, off the Wall Street Radio Network. Also, remember, you can go to my podcast, which is on YouTube, Rumble, Apple, Facebook. All right. You know what? This guy, Siegel, he's always wrong. I love these professors. They go teach because they don't know how to do what they're teaching. I mean, and the kids come out of school all screwed up. This is unbelievable. But before I get to him and what he's saying about how the bottom's in, everything's terrific, this is another thing that really gets me, really upset and angry. When someone is losing money, and they shouldn't be losing money. It was so clear. Here's what I'm talking about. Here's this guy, Colin Kramer, asking for advice. Oh, my God. This is the last guy I asked for advice.
I have a large investment and now a large loss in Coupa. They've beat the estimates for the last 7 times and making money. Why are they down more than others in the same
because,
sector?
Rob, they've been losing too much money, and they have to do that pivot and start making money. And when they do, the stock's going to come back because it's a very well-run, good company.
It's a very well-run, good company. I know the CEO, good friend of mine, very well-run. Well, if it's very well-run, then what in the hell is the stock doing? Dropping 88%. 88%. But here's what gets me. There's no reason for this guy to lose 88%. Why is he staying in it as the stock keeps going down? Because he knows nothing about the stock market. That's the problem. He knows nothing about the stock market. He listens to Jim Cramer or other people, okay, on these financial shows on TV, Bloomberg or Fox or any of them, thinking they're going to get a hot stock. Looking at the people on TV, people all of a sudden think, wow, these guys must be smart if they're on TV. What are you, nuts? It's unbelievable. So here's the stock. It's on my chart, and this is what gets me upset. If I bring the stock back, okay, I'm going to bring it all the way back to October of 2021. My stock turned from green to red. It told us, the Pro 2 color-coded chart said, hey, the big institutions, especially the big hedge funds, they're pulling money out of this stock. Now, I don't even have to know what the stock does. I could care less what it does. All I know is I follow the money. The days that you follow fundamental are gone. They were gone on 2008. In 2008, fundamentals were gone. That's when everything was changed. They changed, Bernanke changed everything when he introduced QE. For 13 years, they blew up fundamentals. You don't need fundamentals. Stocks will just keep going up based on QE. Keep interest rates at zero, stocks would keep going up. So what did that do? Because when they sold money to a company, the Federal Reserve sold the money at interest rates free or 0.25%. They would buy their own shares. When they buy their own shares, it pushes earnings per share up without doing anything. It's all unearned increment. You buy your own share, your earnings go up, but you didn't do anything. It's like magic going up. And then the earnings push up the stock price. This has been going on for 13 years. That's why stocks are so overvalued right now. It's insane. For him to say the bottom is in, he's out of his mind. He's out of his mind, because how can the bottom be in? The valuations are ridiculous. So all he had to do, if this guy was a member of mine, he would have saw it turned red, and he had to stay. All he had to do is stay short. Instead of losing 80%, he would have made 80%. And that's what gets me. Every day I try to reach out to people and say, why aren't you learning how to make money when the stock market goes down? Because it does a couple things. It gets you out of the 80 percentile who lose money every day. 80% of the people lose money every day because they don't know how to sell short. They think there's some magic. They think there's some magic that when their stock is going down, magically it's going to go up again. It's like hope. It's like hope. And I understand that because that's their job on CNBC and all these financial shows, to get your hope up, to get your belief up. That's their job. If you only could learn, if this man only knew when it started to turn red, he would have switched his position short, he'd be making money. 80% of you lose money in the stock market. 80%. Isn't that terrible? Anything else, I don't know how the stock market survived. But people keep going back to it, even though they're not 80%. The 20% who make money consistently, they realize two things. Not to buy a car with just forward and no reverse. That's the first thing they know. They'll never buy a car with forward, no reverse. By knowing that, they now know they have to when they invest in stocks, they got to buy them and sell them short. Buy them and sell them short. And once they learn how to sell short, they discover something else. I can just have one stock all year and make money. Just one stock. It's been proven. My members, we recommend not to have any more than 6 or 7 stocks. Stay with those same stocks. I've been with the same 5 stocks and 2 ETFs for over 6 years now, or 5.5 years. Say 6, round it off. 6 years. 6 years. What do I need more stocks than that for? Because the setup comes to you, meaning if you understand the patterns, you understand when money's going in and money's going out, which is easy because our color-coded chart that Steve and I designed, it will turn green when the money's going in. It will even warn you before the money starts going out. It will turn yellow, warning you, giving you a warning. Money is coming out. And then it'll turn red, saying there's more money going out than going in, and the stock's going to drop. And then you set your short position up to make money as it's going down. I don't know what it is that people just won't believe that. So they stay in the market, continue to lose money, and they give up on the market. Or they give their money, shove the money over to some planner or broker or money manager, and they lose the money for you. And when I saw this chart, God, I wish you could see it. If you're looking at my chart on my YouTube channel right now, you can see it. I mean, can you imagine? Solid red going down, and this poor guy stays in it, and he has a lot of money. And let me get off of it. I go on all day about that. It just drives me nuts. Now, the other thing, too, is you have to learn that we're never told the truth. We're not told the truth by our Congress. Does Congress ever tell us the truth? Of course not. The politicians tell the truth? No, they're not there to tell the truth. Because Congress is not there, okay, to help us. It's all about power. It's all about power and helping the party. The Democrats are there for power and to help their party. Republicans are there to help their party and to get power. It's just that the Democrats know how to fight dirty. They're really good at it, okay, where the Republicans, they don't stick together. See, when the Republicans are on the House floor, they'll stab each other in the back. When the Democrats get on the House floor, boy, they stick together like glue. They don't go, if they hate each other, they won't go against each other. They'll decide what they're all going to say, what their goal is, where they're going to try to reach and go. But the Republicans all fall apart on the floor. And that's why you won't win races, because the Republicans, I mean, they don't win much in the debates in the House or the Senate because they don't stick together. They stab each other in the back. So it's the same thing with Wall Street. We don't get the truth from Wall Street. The truth is in the charts where the money is going. Join my gang free for 10 days, please, and get the color-coded chart free for 10 days.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Phil Grandy has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. That's right, philsgang.com. Join my gang for 10 days. It's free. If anything, during that 10-day period, you're going to learn how the market really works. You're going to find information that you never had before. You're going to walk away and go, I didn't know that. So join my gang for 10 days free, philsgang.com. And you're also going to learn how to make money when the market goes down. It's kind of silly just sitting there when the market going down, hoping. Why hope when you can sell short and make money? Either way, you make money when the market goes up, you make money when the market goes down. That's the benefit of Phil's Gang. You make money.
Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level.
philsgang.com. Sign up free for 10 days.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. Over the years, I've successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, the advice, and the software that will take your investing to the next level. I have a team comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records, and Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy, when to sell, when to hold, when to run like hell, even short. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. You don't have to be a seasoned investor to benefit from Phil's Gang and platform. No matter what level investor you are, my strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for the 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Avoid market pitfalls and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
From our gang to yours, happy Thanksgiving. Phil Grandy is thankful to be part of your planning and investments. To help you invest successfully, here's Phil Grandy on Phil's Gang.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Okay, so we reviewed a stock that, what a shame. CUP, and Kramer tells them to stay in it. COUP, thank you. Kramer tells them to stay in it, even though money is still pouring out of it. The stock market is about the flow of money. The stock market has nothing to do with fundamentals. That's a waste of time. That all stopped in 2008 with QE, fundamentals. It's all about the money. It's all about the money. Where's it going? You can't trust a thing, okay, that the people in Washington tell us, and you can't trust a thing that people in Wall Street tells us, because their motives, both Wall Street and Washington, their motives are not good. Their motives are not to help you, to help me. It's to help the party in Washington, the party. And in Wall Street, it's, Wall Street. They do everything to help Wall Street, not the 72% of our population whose income, 72% of our population, combined income, $50,000. 72%. So no one's trying to help them. 401ks don't help you. They screw you on your 401ks. Nobody believes that either. I can't believe why people stay in a 401k when there's 28 hidden fees. All you have to do is buy the spiders. Just buy the spiders. You'll make so much more money. If someone take two brothers, if one brother put $25,000 in a 401k, another brother put $25,000 in the S&P, okay, $25,000, and 25 years go by and they both retire, the one with the S&P will have about $250,000 to $300,000 more. It's been proven. Why? Because one, you don't have hidden fees. Two, you can sell short. When you can't short, that's like having a car. buying a car with no reverse. But talking about liars, this guy, Bernstein, and this was good today. I really like this because Kernan, who's on CNBC, I like him. He's a pretty honest fellow. And all of a sudden, he got mad at Bernstein. Let me start with, first, let me introduce you who he is. He's a big liar. And here's what he said about, 4 weeks ago. White House chief economist. He's the chief economist. Here's what he said 4 weeks ago about the economy.
I think it's very hard to make any kind of an argument that the economy is not good.
Can you imagine? I could sit here for an hour and make arguments why the economy isn't any good. So now he appears on CNBC with Kernan today. Listen to this.
If the bond market says, look, we're going to stay at 3.8, the 10-year, do you think that they could moderate or they would have to modify their plans for how high they go, Jared? I mean, that's the real market, isn't it?
Well, this is the kind of thing that when I was a chin-flapping pundit, we could talk about all day. Now that I represent the White House, we take Fed independence as critically important.
Well, you're going to start to laugh. Not going to get any truth out of this guy because he's not there to help the people. He's not there to help the people. It's all about the party. It's all about his president. He's not going to tell the truth. And Joe Kernan started to laugh. Listen to this here.
So you're an economist, but because of your new job, you even had trouble just giving me the straight answer on the 10-year because you're just there to, I don't know, to walk the line or do whatever to spread the White House's message. So I don't even know if I can.
Yeah, that's right. That's what they do. Just like when they go on and meet the press, they say, well, the president said, the president. I get sick of it. I'm sure you do too. So how do you make money? Well, you don't listen to these people. You don't listen to the politicians. You don't listen to Pugnan. You don't listen to the people on the fake business network. They're not there to help you. You listen to your charts. You listen to the money flow. Okay? Now, let me tell you what's going on. Everyone's saying how the economy is now hit the bottom. We're peaking. Inflation has peaked. And the bottom is in and everything's okay again, which is not true. It's not true at all. Let me explain something to you. Banking is the backbone of our nation. Banking is the government's tool that they use to grow our economy. If we don't have the financial service, we can't grow our economy. You understand what banking is? You got to have it. And you got to have healthy banks. But for 13 years with this QE, the banks aren't healthy. The banks are in deep trouble, so deep that they don't have any liquidity. They lack liquidity. They have no money. They have no money. Where's the money going? They're putting all their money set aside for what is coming, a hell of a crash. Like corporations. Corporations now owe in debt 300% more now than they owed in 2008. Do you know that? Lack of liquidity is a very disturbing thing. Now, you got to understand when Jerry Siegel comes out and he gives us this garbage house, everything's okay, then why is there lack of liquidity? There wouldn't be lack of liquidity in our banking system if everything was okay. So instead of taking their money and using it to invest and make loans, they're pouring all the money into bad loans. Now remember, QE, money printing, stopped back in November 2021 to January 2022. That's when they stopped QE. Once you stop QE, that's when everything happened. Now think about, we have the 15 largest commercial banks. That's what I want you to think about. Assets, assets, 23 trillion in assets. Net income for these 15 banks, $279 billion. Okay? Now remember, the banks have fallen into deep trouble. When in just 1 year, because of Biden's policy, closing the XL pipeline, closing ANMAR, make us dependent on oil, inflation in just a short period of time, in 1 year, increased over 15% to 8%. Think about that. I'll be right back and tell you the consequences. This is not over yet. Market's going down.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Phil Grandy has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. That's right, philsgang.com. Join my gang for 10 days. It's free. If anything, during that 10-day period, you're going to learn how the market really works. You're going to find information that you never had before. You're going to walk away and go, I didn't know that. So join my gang for 10 days free, philsgang.com. And you're also going to learn how to make money when the market goes down. It's kind of silly just sitting there when the market going down, hoping. Why hope when you can sell short and make money? Either way, you make money when the market goes up, you make money when the market goes down. That's the benefit of Phil's Gang. You make money.
Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level.
philsgang.com. Sign up free for 10 days.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. When the stock market is volatile, how do you invest intelligently?
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. There's no need for you to be panicking in a market that goes up 800 points one day, 700 points, then it goes down again. All you need is good advice, need good direction. You don't get that from your CNBC and the Fox Business and all these crazy shows. You don't. Here's what you get from them. Thank you, Jim Cramer. But this is something that this really bugs me. Listen to this.
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
What? Their responsibility is to their partners and shareholders and not to you? Check my site out, philsgang.com.
When the stock market is up one day and down the next, you need the experience of Phil Grandy at philsgang.com.
What a difference it makes in your financial life. philsgang.com. It works. What, are you nuts? If the stock market can make you so rich, especially Apple and Microsoft and Google and Amazon and the rest, why are so many Americans poor? If the 401k promises you a retirement, then why is it we are in a retirement crisis? Here's the answer. Because 85% of you get out of the market too late. I fixed that with my color-coded chart, which tells you when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out. That's right, when to run like hell. Check it out. You get a free membership and the free color-coded chart for 10 days. Check it out, philsgang.com.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently? Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level. Our team is comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. Phil's Gang has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. You don't need to be a seasoned investor to benefit from the Phil's Gang platform, no matter what level of investor you are. Phil's Gang strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action, avoid market pitfalls, and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. From our gang to yours, happy Thanksgiving. Phil Grandy is thankful to be part of your planning and investments. To help you invest successfully, here's Phil Grandy on Phil's Gang.
It's taken way too long for the Fed to get it, and they haven't gotten it yet, that inflation is basically over. I mean, there's some labor costs going up, but outside of that, I think basically 90% of our inflation is gone.
This guy's insane. This guy's insane. Let me tell you why. Okay? But before I do, please go to my site, philsgang.com, and sign up. Okay? You get 10 days free, and you learn how to use the Pro2 color-coded chart, which will make sure that you can sell short. Sell short with no problems. Very easy. Buy and sell short. So go check it out. Just go to philsgang.com. It'll say Working Investor Group. Hit where it says Get Started. It'll really help you. You don't have to pay anything. And also remember, every day, just go to my YouTube channel. And in the YouTube channel, I tell you every morning what I think the market's going to do that day and long term. And it doesn't cost you anything. I'm doing this as we're in this crisis. And the crisis we are in, because when the Fed fund rates finally, between January or November 2021 and January of 2022, when the Fed fund rates stopped, no more zero rates. When the Fed fund rates, when QE stopped and the Fed fund rates went from 0 to 4%. Now, the Fed fund rates, those are the rates that there's nothing to do with the 10-year treasuries, okay? The Fed fund rates, those are the rates that the banks charge you, that the Federal Reserve sells money to your bank at a certain interest rate. And the certain interest rate was 0%. And then your bank charged you for a car or whatever. Well, what happened by January, by November 2021, going into January 2022, after a year of Biden's policies, inflation went crazy. It went up about 15% to 8%. Imagine that. That's a historic number. It went up about, let's say, 14% to 8%. Inflation was killing us. So remember, for all those years, for 13 years, printing money to buy treasuries, to bring interest rates down to 0, that was massive inflation on its own. Combine that when Biden got into office and take his policies, okay, especially when we were no longer oil independent, and now gasoline was going up, oil was going up. I mean, this was a mess. So they had to stop the Fed fund rates. They had to stop the QE dropping interest rates to 0. They had no choice. And that's when the banks, and remember what the banks are, they're the number one tool, they're the number one arrow in the government's quiver to grow our economy, to grow jobs, to grow your wages, to increase your standard of living. So what they did is they turned around and they said, okay, the Fed fund rates now are going to go from 0 to 4%. And then the banks immediately fell into trouble. Because why? Especially the big commercial banks. There's 15 largest commercial banks. That's the heart of America. That's the heart of America, okay? And what happened is when interest rates went up, all of a sudden they're starting to find they had to take their money, a lot of the liquidity they had, and put aside for bad debt, because they knew that there's going to be a lot of bad loans. There's a lot of defaults going on, car loans, or all these other crazy things. So they had to take a lot of the liquidity they normally loan to businesses and loan to people, and they decided, well, We're going to have to use that money. By law, they got to take that money and put it in a reserve account to take care of bad loans. So what happened? Well, we had a liquidity crisis. When you have the 15 largest banks, when you can't grow the economy because you're not making loans, that's a crisis. Billions of dollars of liquidity, and wants to make, they used to use that money to make profitable loans at 2.75% interest, but they couldn't do it anymore because those loans now went to 7%. And the problem is they were buying these mortgage-backed securities, and now they're losing all kinds of money because they bought them at 2.75%, and they're buying all these mortgages back, and now they're losing money. So they had to take more money out of the bank, more money and put it and set it aside for bad loans, for the losses for mortgage-backed securities. They're losing a ton of money. Banks usually borrow against their own loans, which is good. As interest rates are going down for 13 years, banks are making money. They borrow against their own loans. That's called leverage. So interest rates are going down. They're borrowing their own loans. They're borrowing against their own loans. But now when interest rates went from 0, up to 4% or whatever, they're losing money. So they're losing money on mortgage-backed securities. They're losing money on all the loans. Remember, all the borrowed money against loans they had. They're losing money there. So meaning that the liquidity, they had to use liquidity. They couldn't loan you money anymore. They couldn't loan me money anymore unless they got super high interest rates because they had to take that money and put it aside for bad loans. Banks have a big portfolio, just like members of Congress, big stock portfolios. And all their portfolios, remember, were growth stocks. Growth stocks is when interest rates go down from whatever it was down to 0, you want to buy growth stocks, not value stocks. For 13 years, the banks were buying growth stocks. And as soon as interest rates went up, they're losing money on the stocks portfolio. They had to take more money and put it aside for bad loans. I mean, when Facebook and Google and all these stocks dropped as much as 70%, banks were getting killed. They were getting killed on their portfolios. And here's the big one that's killing them. And here, Siegel's saying, "Oh, everything's okay now. Everything's okay." We haven't suffered the consequences yet of this historic corporate debt. CEOs been borrowing money at 0 rates for 12, 13 years to do stock buybacks to enrich themselves, not just themselves and the largest shareholders, not you, not the workers. Instead of putting that money to capital investment to increase productivity, to increase wages, to increase your standard of living, no, they bought it for stock buybacks. So now all these banks, all the CEOs, are sitting there. All these CEOs who borrowed the money from banks at 0 rates are sitting there choking now. Corporations, their debt is 300% higher than it was in 2008. And their debts are no longer at 1% or 0.25%. Okay, their debt now is at 4 and 7%. So we have the biggest liquidity crisis in banks in history. That means you can't grow your economy. Remember, the biggest commercial banks, they're the government's tool in growing our economy. But the government was part of this. The government let all this go on because of the crooks in government. They were getting richer, like Pelosi and the rest of them who are selling stocks and buying stocks. So what does this all mean? It means that we're going to get a rally going into Christmas, and there's a Christmas from here to Christmas, and then from Christmas up to January, because all these crooks in Goldman Sachs and Morgan Stanley, all these big banks, they want to get their bonuses. So that's why you always see rallies going into the end of the year. And that's why when Siegel comes out today and says everything's okay, and Bernstein came out and said everything's okay, it's not. I wish it was, but it's not. So we're making money right now in this rally. We're making money, but guess what? We're going to know exactly when the rally's going to be over, switch our position, and when it goes right back down, we're going to be selling short. We're not going to be sitting there cost averaging down. We're not going to be sitting there losing money. We're going to be making money because we switched our position to a short position, and that's what we want to help you do. We're reaching out to help you. And all we ask, if you'd start making money, to reach out to St. Jude. I think it's a pretty good deal. But you can't sit here and listen to these people telling you after 13 years, everything's okay. Everything's okay. When the banks are in the biggest trouble ever. Ever. Lack of liquidity. Look it up. See what it means. Be right back. Join my gang free for 10 days. Check it out.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, BoydInvestigativegroup.com.
License number A1900020.
If you want to invest your money and grow your wealth, just listen to Phil Grandy.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. There's many reasons to listen to a radio show, but I think to listen to my show, you get the truth, you get clarity, and you get great information.
No matter what level of investor you are, Phil's Gang strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success.
You know what? Most of all, it's fun. philsgang.com. Clarity, good information, and fun. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. Over the years, I've successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, the advice, and the software that will take your investing to the next level. I have a team comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. And the Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy, when to sell, when to hold, when to run like hell, even short. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. You don't have to be a seasoned investor to benefit from Phil's Gang and platform. No matter what level investor you are, my strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for the 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Avoid market pitfalls and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Warning. Google, Apple, Microsoft, Netflix, Facebook, all these hot stocks are going to crash. They're going to drop as much as 60-70%. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Exactly what happened in the dot-com days is going to repeat itself. Remember, 85% of people lose money in the stock market because they don't know when to get out. I fixed that with my color code technology chart. It tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. That's right. Make sure you check it out. It's free for 10 days. philsgang.com. What, are you nuts? Coffee's up 92%. Lumber's up 67%. Heating oil, what, 60%? Gasoline, 55%? I understand why you guys are telling me to raise my rates here at Phil's Gang, but we haven't raised our rates since 2001. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. I'm not going to raise my rates. Our membership's been $39.95 since 2001, and for a good reason. So that you have enough room that when you do make money here at Phil's Gang, and you will, because you're going to learn how to short stocks, that there's enough room to send some money to St. Jude. That's why we never raised our price. And that's why we give you good value. So, you want to continue with good value, good information, be on the right side of the market? Join my gang, philsgang.com, where the price has not moved, where we fight inflation. philsgang.com.
Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. Happy Thanksgiving from Phil Grandy and everyone here at Phil's Gang. As you baste your turkey, Phil will help you take investing to the next level. Now, here's Phil Grandy.
And thank you for listening to our show. My name is Steve Celeste. I'm the Director of Education for PhilsGang.com and the Phil's Gang Radio Show. And I just want to take this time to tell you how to join the 10-day free trial. It's as simple as going to www.philsgang.com. On the top of the site, click Get Started. On the next page, click on the big red banner for the Working Investor Plan. And that's all you have to do. And also during this time, during this holiday season, I invite you to go to our gift shop on the front of our site where you can order gift certificates for your family as well, for your friends, for your employees. Spread the knowledge. That is the best gift you can give anybody. Also, the webinar that Phil and I did on how to get through this market crisis is also available on the gift shop. So you could share that as well as a holiday gift. I appreciate you again for listening, and back to you, Phil.
Thank you, Steve. That's a great idea, by the way. If you couldn't make our webinar, we did a special webinar online for this crisis, and to try to help people understand what's going on and what they should do. You can get that at our gift shop, so check it out. And also be a great time to give a gift, a membership to somebody. So we sell a lot of those, so just check it out. Look, I can sit here all day tell you why you should join my gang, but it really comes down to one thing: education. This guy who called Kramer and asked him for advice after he lost, I don't know how much money he lost. He lost 88% of his money. Then he calls him, and Kramer said, "Oh, it's good stock, stay in it." Just think, just a little bit of education. He would have learned in 10 days, and it didn't cost him a penny. When your chart turns red, it's telling you money is coming out. To sell it short, make money on the way down. And then it tells you when to get out, It also indicates when to add to your position. I mean, it's like having a private coach. Now, I know you probably don't believe that. So you got 10 days risk off. Think about it, 10 days risk off. You have no risk. No risk. It didn't cost you a penny. But I got to emphasize that, no, this is not over. We are still in a huge downtrend channel. If you take a look at the chart going back to January, the S&P, you go back to January 4th, we had a top. Pulled back, rallied again, and it couldn't get to that top. So on March 29th, we had what we call a lower top. Pulled back, rallied again. Now they couldn't get to the second top. So here we were and I'm giving you approximate, January, we had a high of 470. We only could get to, on March, they only could get up to 455. And then the third time they tried to make a new high, they only could get to 427, and right now we're at 399. So why would we think that's 1, 2, 3 times we're in our fourth rally and it's going to fail? Why would we think we're going to be so lucky it's going to do something else this time when you don't have QE anymore? Remember, QE, the tech stocks went up 1,300% since 2008 to January 2021. Tech stocks went up 1,200%. Okay? And then they went down. Boom. 45 straight days down. One of our biggest crashes in 2020. They went down for 4.5 weeks. And then it rallied 120%. The one before that went down 11 weeks and rallied, I think, 45%. Why is it that we think that this one is going to do better? It's not, because once you have banks running scared, that's what happened in 2008. First, they have a liquidity crisis because, one, they got to take all their capital and set it aside by law, okay, for losses. Secondly, when all of a sudden they start raising rates, the Federal Reserve starts raising rates, where you now go to the government and say, listen, I'll loan you money, Mr. Government, for 3 months at 4%. You got people taking money out of the banks and loaning it to the government. That hurts the economy. If an entrepreneur walks into a bank and he wants to start a business, got good plans, makes sense, and they'll charge him big interest rates. It doesn't make sense for him to do it because they don't have that kind of money. They're without money. Their liquidity's too low, so they got to raise rates way up to hold on to the money they have. But you're not going to hear anybody talking about this. I told you on January 16, 2018, I said, this is the beginning of the crash right here this year. And I was sweating it out. I thought I screwed up. No, what happened? The last 2 months, that was in January 2018. The last month of 2018, it was December, November, December, we had a 20% crash. And then that's when it all started to go downhill. And then the next crash, we had 2020, and this was our third crash, and this is the end. And we're not over yet. The market's only going down. Think about it. The S&P's only going down about 23%, and the NASDAQ's only going down about 32%. This market is going to have to go down at least another 20 or 30% to capitulate itself. So I told my members when earnings season started, let's buy the spiders. Buy the spiders. We're going to make money into earnings season. And then I knew they were going to try to rally the market right up to the end of the year because the Christmas bonuses for Wall Street, they have to get they got to get the market to rally. And that's what they're doing. And here we are, we're up again now 380 points. So we've been making money on the spiders since the beginning of, let's see, we started on the spiders, I think it was on June 17th, if I'm right. Was it June 17th? Let's see, I think it was. Wait a minute. Or was it on October 13th? I'm sorry, October 13th. We started to buy the spiders, if I'm correct. So, so again, and people don't understand when they're buying stocks, investing stocks, like this guy who lost all this money. He got killed losing his money. He never looked at the bond market. If he looked at the bond market, he would have never bought a stock. See, every day when you go to invest in a stock, ask your broker, what's the bond market doing? If bonds are going up, if people are buying bonds, then yields are going to come down and the stock market's going to go up. But if the bond market's going down, if people are selling bonds, then yields are going to go up and the market's going to go down. When you buy a stock, you're tied directly to the bond market. People always ask, what should I do? What should I do? What should I do? When do I add? When do I add? You just look at the bond market. I'll even give it to you. It's TLT. It's a 20-year treasury. And when that goes up, yields come down and the stock market goes up. But the biggest problem right now is that for all these years, for 13 years, what drove the market was tech stocks. Now, tech stocks are done. They're over with. They're done. Without QE, the big institutions are now buying value stocks. Not growth stocks, value stocks. It was all growth stocks for 13 years. Now it's all value stocks. But you know what? Unless you have $2 million with your stockbroker or whatever, he's not going to rearrange the portfolio for you. What's he care? What's he care? You got to make sure you're in good growth stocks now. That's what we're doing for our members. We now are looking at good growth stocks. And we did terrific. Our banks are up at least 20%, maybe 30%. Our oils are up 30 to 40%. All these are growth stocks. Our gold stocks are doing really nicely. And gold stocks are going to go up while the market correction goes back down after the holidays. You watch what happens starting around mid-part of January, how this market's going to collapse. It's going to go all the way back down from where we are now. The S&P is going to go all the way back down to the low we had on $348. That was the low on October 13th. We're going to make that low again. We're going to make that low again, okay, of around 348. We're right now at 400, okay? We're going to go back down and visit that. And then we're going to go down from there another 20%. And if that happens, make money following us, shorting it. If it doesn't happen, if they rig the market with QE going through treasuries, which they may try to do through the Treasury Department instead of the Federal Reserve, they could pull that trick to try to rally the market. We'll talk about that on Monday. That's a cute little trick. Have a great Thanksgiving. See you on the 3rd.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.